I thought y'all didn't need the police. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to my channel. Hit that join button so you can join the Tatum Squad. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we have a perfect example of why people need the police, and defunding the police is the stupidest thing that ever exists and known to mankind on planet Earth. How could something like this happen? And people, who are you going to call? The Ghostbusters? No, you're going to call the police. Now, the craziest story, one of the craziest stories that I've seen all year, and I wonder why there's no pictures of this guy who perpetuated this. No pictures of him. I'm sure next of kin have been notified. There's no pictures of this man who went on a rampage in his community, arson, murder. I mean, you go down the list of the things that he's done. His actions led to the loss of life of at least 3 out of 4 people that live next to him, AKA his neighbors. And if it wasn't for the police, he would have went further. But don't listen to me. Let's go to Tatum Report. And first of all, shout out to Marmy who wrote this article. I love to shout out my writers. Please consider donating to Tatum Report. This is how we keep our writers going. This is how we fund it. You know, I got a gift for y'all, but I'll wait till another video to show you the gift. If you do donate, we'll pick a person and give them a Tatum Report hat. How about that? If you donate any amount, we'll give you a Tatum Report hat. We're going to pick, let's see, 2 people. We'll pick 2 people. Anytime that you watch this video, we'll let it run for about 2 or 3 days, and then we'll pick somebody. You'll know you're picked because you'll get an email. All right. So this situation is bizarre. It's one of the most bizarre situations. Not unlikely to happen, not abnormal in its occurrence, because when I was a cop, people used to do this all the time. So this guy, Everton Brown, cracked up. A mental basket case. He cracks up. He goes to his neighbor's house and he unleashes. And if it wasn't for the brave men and women with the uniform on, he would have done way more damage than he done. And this is kind of a warning and a notice for people who, if you have a neighbor like this, you may want to watch out for this person. He's big into these false conspiracies and paranoia. And he had a sign on his truck that said that the government is illegally searching his property. You know, one of those people where it's just this big conspiracy that people are in his house and they're bugging his trucks. And, you know, you want to watch out if you got a neighbor like that becomes violent. Many neighbors in the community said he was confronting people all the time. He was always confrontational. He chasing people with bats. They got plenty of restraining orders on him. It did not work. They called the police on him. It did not work. He had a criminal record. It's probably as long as the bed of my truck, and nothing happened. Was it the firearm? No, it was mental health. But they don't want to talk about mental health. They want to talk about the firearm as if he was mentally ill without a firearm, he still wouldn't have used sharp edge objects to do damage, which he did. So let's play this video because I want to point out, especially, you know, my condolences to the family that lost their lives, but I want to point out also the hypocrisy from people on the left. And the people who are claiming that they want, you know, the police need to be replaced and reformed and all this stuff. Let's just listen to the cry for help from the public. And if you got a weak stomach, don't watch it. But the cry from help from the public, contrary to, we don't need the police. They just hear black and brown bodies. Just listen.
Baltimore County. What is the address of the emergency?
Hold on, hello?
Baltimore County 911. What is the address of the emergency?
We just had a house blow up, and the house next to it is on fire. It's on
a house. A house exploded?
Yes.
Okay, what's the address?
We don't know.
Okay, what's the closest intersection?
Fairbrook and Johnny Cake Road. I was living in the house.
Miss, I need you to get to safety right now.
We're in the house.
Miss, I need you to get in the house, close the door, and duck below the windows.
He blew up his house.
I understand that he blew up his house, but I need you to get to safety right now.
Who are you going to call? Al Sharpton? They ain't going to show up to this. Are they? No, they're not. No, they're not. Let's keep playing.
Oh, my God.
So if you can read it, he say he shot the baby, he shot a lady, and then came back and shot again, and he's still holding the gun. He's still holding the gun.
He shot a lady, and then he came back out shooting again, and he's still holding a gun. He's still holding a gun. He's still holding a gun.
Okay, what race is the man that's holding the gun?
The guy who lives in the house that blew up.
Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
I'm sorry, what you say?
Is he black, white, Asian?
He's a black male.
Black male.
There you go. That's why you can't find a picture of him. He's a black male going on a rampage. If this was a white male, they'll have him all over the news. They'll have gun control and all of this stuff paraded. But since he's a black male, nobody cares. And I bet the people are just reading the names. They don't sound like white names. They sound like Indian couple or they don't sound black. And the people on the phone sound black, but the people who lost their lives to him is either a black or brown body. They don't sound white.
In his yes, probably in his late 50s.
Late 50s?
And he holds a gun in his hand, so we're fine.
They heard 3 shots at a male who lives at location. 10-4, 10-3 is on the channel. Shots fired. Time is 6:44.
Oh, so this is just the police response. So shots fired. But just watch a little bit of this dramatic video, just for your own sanity. I wish I can blow it up a little bigger. I'll try to figure out if I can do that real quick. I want to blow it up a little bigger. There you go. You can watch it big now. Just watch this dramatic video, and you tell me. You tell me if you need the police officers or not after this. Shooting at the cops.
Shots fired. Drop the gun! Go! Move in!
Can you do this? The people watching, can you do this? Can you just imagine how drastic this is? Burning the house, guy shooting at you. Are you able to do this? Just wonder.
DC!
Oh, good shot. Oh, he got him. That was a good one. Right there. Went down.
26, shots fired.
That officer's a hero. One shot. This got to be about 50 yards away. One shot.
10-4, shots fired. Suspect down.
He's still moving.
Maury and Kelly's. One subject down. You pass him. Come on, quick. Back. He still got the gun.
See, they also say, I don't know if these are two different agencies, but my God, this guy is on it. He paid attention to training. Behind the engine block, he took a shot at 50 yards, won that battle. He runs behind these cars. These guys are pulling in front of the yard, in front of the scene, and it may not be their problem because they may get bad directions. However, they out in the open. Look at him. He behind cover, right? Engine block is cover. A little bit of concealment and cover because he can't really see him behind the car. These guys,
He still got the gun.
he out here, he out there, or she, they all messing up right there. They all messing up. They ain't behind no cover or concealment. If he start busting from the ground, they getting clipped. And who do you think he can see if he's bleary-eyed looking at who he's going to attack? These people standing right here in open air. Bad tactics.
He still got the
Watch out. See, I was just bragging. You almost messed up right here. Let me just give a tip. Never shoot behind anybody. Never do this. He was doing good, man. You were a model citizen. And I know it's in the heat of the moment. Never do this. Unless you tap him on the shoulder and say, look, I'm behind you. I'm behind you. I'm at your 6. Because if he don't know what's going on, you shooting like we about to see. He decide to move right in the, and then you shoot him in the back. Don't do that. All right, so they shot him. They shot him plenty of times. So he had, supposedly the guy had plenty of explosives in there. That's what you hear going off. He has created a explosive situation. I don't know why they won't. Maybe they ran in the house because they don't want to get shot by this guy, but you know, they need to get out the house. But let's see what this sign says. Black people are the tool used to maintain. Black people are the tool used to maintain racism. And he may have been right about that. Everything else is crazy, but he may be right about that one. Look at the fireworks going on. See, let me just say this. They is another instance of bad tactics. This must be another person that he is end up shooting, I guess. They got shot here, they laying there, they blurred it out. But all this is blurred out, YouTube, so don't block it. It's blurred out. Nobody can see anything. They need to get him way away from the scene. They need to get this person way over here. Not unless this is the suspect. They said red truck, so I'm sure this is the one they had to shoot. They need to get him way over here behind cover. Why, Brandon Tatum? Because who knows? There could be a copycat person in here. There could be 2 people. Maybe they thought one person was, and it's actually 2. If this thing blow up, they right in the middle of all of this. They should pull him behind a car where they have a little bit of cover and concealment. You don't necessarily need concealment, but you have a little bit of cover. So if something blow up and come flying out here, you at least behind a car. This is they out in the open. So this is another body-worn camera, which I think is invaluable to watch because you can kind of see the intensity of approaching a scene like this.
26, where are you at? Shot fired.
He's going about 80.
Time is 6:44. What's your exact location?
Imagine driving up to this. Imagine driving up to a man is outside shooting, the house is on fire, everything. Imagine what is going through a man's mind and heart approaching this crazy scene, not knowing if you're gonna take an L or you're gonna survive.
10-4, subject found, 10-3's on a channel. Give them medics for it. 6:44. All units stand by.
Where's it?
They don't know where he's at, which is a very scary feeling.
Where?
Behind the red truck.
Red truck.
He's out in the open. All right, get behind cover. Don't get caught out like this.
Red truck.
All right, he took an L. I think we can get it at this point. He took an L. So they get him. I'm sure they got it blurred out. But this is kind of why body worn camera is good, but it's also can be a problem.
I got him. Watch him. Follow. Over.
So they should have pulled him out a little further. It's another body on camera footage.
Another one getting
There's a lady over here that needs their assistance.
Bottom of Shooter. Hey, Baltimore County Police. Yep.
Woo! That's chaotic, man. That's chaotic. That's chaotic. That's the life of a police officer. Every day you going to stuff like this. This crazy, maybe not every day, maybe a couple times a year, something this crazy, depending on what city you in. Baltimore, probably once a month, every other week, something like this probably happened in Baltimore. Tucson, we probably had something like this. Well, it happened probably every week, a couple times a week, but I wasn't on duty every day. So in my exposure, I was exposed to stuff like this, about this crazy, maybe like 5 times in my career, this crazy. Situation similar to this, there wasn't a shootout involved, probably about 20, 30 times in 6 years. It get rough, y'all. But thank God that we got men and women who are still willing to put the uniform on. Not the ones out here protesting. You see, there were some brothers out there with the uniform on, not out here protesting. Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. None of that. But the ones who put the uniform on to protect the community. Black, white, or indifferent. Did you see them bickering about Black Lives Matter? Who to what? All of them officers were working on as a tandem, working together as a team in unity. Because all that matters is going home at the end of the day and making sure people are safe. I wish people would get that at this point. Maybe one day, after I post videos like all year long, maybe people will get it. I can talk about this for 45 more minutes, but I want you to watch the rest of my videos. Like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you visit the Officer Tatum store, get all the cool merch. Y'all know what it is. See you on the next one. I'm out.